All right, welcome to our flight today. We're going to Arcadia. Arcadia is, we're starting off at St. Pete Albert Wooded. Arcadia is almost directly southeast to our location. We're going to call for clearance from the tower, and then do a touch and go. So, just make sure landings are feeling good, and then we'll take off to the southeast and head up Arcadia. Let's go through the checklist here.
Frequency here is 121.8. We're set on there. Tower is 127.4. That's set on the radios, and our weather is 1.75. Good there. All right, I'm gonna call in clearance for ground. See what they tell us. Woody Ground Cessna 9265 at the flight school, looking for taxi for a one-touch go and then departure to the southeast.
9265, we ground 17, taxi Alpha 100, Petersburg 012.
Runway 7, taxi Alpha 9265. Right brake. Both brakes, they feel good. Alright, we're going to take a UE here.
I'll go 98 Juliet, Alpha, man.
This is where we're going to do our run up. So we make a quick turn here. Person gets out of our way. Good. Alright, UE. Alright, we're going to face the flight school so we don't blast anybody that's behind us. Alright, this is, we're going to have 1,000 RPM. Alright, we're going to do our run up. This basically does sees whether or not the motor's running right. Brakes are set, cabin doors closed and locked. These belts are just locked, feels good. Flight controls are correct. Make sure our ailerons are turning in the right direction. And our elevator is operating. With a tower, Cessna 99265, ready for takeoff, runway 7 via Alpha 1.
99265, Woody Tower, roger, hold short, runway 7, landing traffic.
Holding short, runway 7. 265.
November 99265, make right traffic, runway 7, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 7, make right traffic, 265. Alright, they cleared us to go. We're going to start turning right onto runway 7. We're going to double check, make sure there's no traffic coming in. Alright, I see no traffic. Let's go. On the roll. Alright, heels to the floor. Right rudder, full power set. Center line, hold the power. Airspeed's alive. Engine instruments are in the green. We're making full power, 2400 RPM, 55 knots. Rotate. And we are in the sky, people. Alright, we're going to try to maintain 70 to 76 knot climb rate. Or, I'm sorry, airspeed. Try to stay at 070 heading. We're going to climb to 400 feet. Alright, engine instruments look good. 070, 350 feet, 360, 380. Alright, making our first turn.
News 9 with the tower, roger, I'll left base and runway 7, wind 1106, altimeter is 3011. Left base 7.
Maintaining 76 knot airspeed. We don't want to stall. There's Lake Imaginary over there. We can get a nice view of the airport. Alright, we are at 800 feet, which is pattern altitude. Make our turn to the downwind. Keep an eye out for traffic, always. Always, always be looking for traffic. People who fly airplanes are nuts. down a little bit. Cruise, let's try to stay 800 feet.
November 99265, runway 7, clear touch and go and southeast bound.
Clear, touch and go, runway 7 and southeast bound, 265. Alright, so they cleared us to do a touch and go and then depart the area to the southeast. Alright, heartbeat on, first notch of flaps. 1800 RPM. Start ascending for our landing.
November 4 Echo Yankee is able to turn right third Alpha 4 into your south parking this frequency. Have a good day. 4 Echo Yankee, right, good day.
85 knots, good. Descending, good. Looking out for traffic. Next notch of flaps, 75 knots. Looking out for traffic, no traffic. Good, making our final turn to our approach. We're a little high, we're gonna engage the flaps a little more. We want 65 knots for our approach speed.
Wind at tower 91180, holding short runway 7 at Alpha 1.
November 91180, with a tower, hold short runway 7, landing traffic.
Holding short for landing traffic 180.
Alright. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. Altitude's looking good. Straighten out the nose. So we want 65 knots. Take out the power because we're a little high, that's fine. Alright, 65 knots. Little wind shear there, that's normal. Alright, we have made the field. We're going to reduce power. Bleed our speed. Nice, flaps up, mixture rich. Heartbeat off, airspeed 55 knots, rotate. Alright, that's a touch and go. Not bad, I floated a little bit there. Been a couple weeks since I landed the plane. That's normal, I guess, right? But I barely felt the landing, which is nice. We're gonna maintain the runway heading until we reach our altitude, which is 1,000 feet. Looking for traffic.
November 91180, make right traffic, runway 7, clear for takeoff.
Looking for traffic on our system here. Alright. I don't see anybody flying around us. That's good. We're gonna start making our turn to the southeast. We're at 800 feet. Alright, this should take us directly to Arcadia. 1,000 feet. Cruise speed, 2,400 RPM. We want to stay at about 1,000 feet all the way until we get to I-4. The reason being is because we have an airspace just above us called the Bravo airspace. That's for Tampa Airport. They don't want us operating in their airspace unless we have clearance from them. So we're just going to stay out of it, not get clearance from them, and then get to I-4 and then start making our climb to 3,500 feet. Alright. Planes also have this really cool thing. Some people call it poor man's autopilot. It's called the trim system. The elevator wing, the one that makes the plane go up and down, it's got a a little trim tab on it. And I've got a wheel here that can control the trim tab. That helps us.
Helicopter News 9, proceed direct to your pad and land at your own risk. Direct to the pad, Houston.
That helps us stay level in flight. It kind of helps trim the airplane out to a safe.
Just roll that on your downwind and continue, and I'll call your base.
Continuing downwind for 180.
We're gonna make a turn here, staying out of MacDill airspace because they've got their own airspace.
Change crews, signal low.
I don't see any traffic. We're running at 2400 RPM. Engine instruments are green. Plane is running proper. That's good. Circuit breakers are all in. No problems. We dropped a little bit, 940 feet. So let's just trim the plane back up a little bit. And then we see if we can regain that 40, 50 feet. Alright. And then as I'm flying, you're gonna be seeing me look all around me all the time. Just because flying planes is super dangerous. There's bogeys everywhere. I've got two systems I'm relying on to make sure I don't hit another plane that's in the air. One system is my eyeballs. The eyeballs are the most important system to have to make sure you don't hit another airplane. The second system I have is this ADS-B tracker, the little computer I showed you. That little computer, it tracks all the airplanes in the area. Most airplanes now have ADS-B trackers, so you can track them with the computer, but some planes, they're not required to have them in some areas, mostly in areas that are uncontrolled. So you always have to keep an eye out, make sure that...
November 180 Sierra, you can turn your base and final runway 7, clear touch and go.
Turning base, clear runway 7, touch and go, 91180 Sierra, thank you.
Make sure that you just keep your eyes out. You know, you're driving the car, looking for other cars. Don't hit the other cars. I know that there's another airport right over there. That's 48X. We're gonna stay clear of their pattern. That way we don't run into any airplanes that are. Just making sure there's no towers. We're not gonna get in the way of airplanes trying to land over there. We're gonna keep our altitude at 1,000 feet. Our airspeed's good, 107 knots. I think that's like 120 miles an hour, 125. Alright, everything's looking good, making good power, altitude's good, I don't see any planes. Could coordinate a little better with my rudders, that's okay. We're under 1,200 feet, which is good. Out of the pattern area for that airport. Everything's looking really good. This is not I-4 yet. This is US 41, I believe. We still got to stay under that 1,200 foot mark. Just keep an eye out for towers, airplanes. Don't want to hit nothing while you're flying. Alright, we're gonna go. It's really hard to kind of keep your track when you're flying places. You know, if you're trying to use your GPS is a little bit delayed. The easiest way I found is to just pick a spot and just fly your plane towards it. Keep your eyeballs going that way. As long as your eyeballs are going that way, you'll tend to steer your plane that way. Looking out for the traffic. No, we're going to be coming up on I-4 here. So what does that mean? That means we are under a different part of the Class Bravo airspace, Tampa Airport. Once we change over to the next area, we're allowed to go up to 3,000 feet. Alright. Man, all this looking negative. Ouch. Alright. I don't see any traffic. I don't see any traffic on the ADS-B machine. Our track is pretty good. Pretty good. We're just gonna go towards those smokestacks. That's gonna be kind of our way to get there. A little bit to the right of them. All right, now we are past I-4, so now we are in the 3,000 feet Bravo area. So we're gonna go full throttle, and we're gonna climb. We're gonna pitch the nose up until we get to our climb rate, not rate, but airspeed of 76 knots. And then we're gonna climb that until we get to 3,500. Now you notice that I just said 3,500 and not 3,000. That's because by the time that we get to 3,500 in this plane, we are already gonna be into the next Bravo airspace that is clear up to 6,000 feet. So we're gonna take a little while and just climb up 3,500. I like being higher. Gives you time to respond to situations. The higher you up, the higher up you are in the air. We can climb a little faster, actually. We're making good power. Engine instruments are in the green. Fuel tanks are full. Nothing's leaking out.
Clear, touch and go, runway 7.
We can
go runway 7180.
We're out of their airspace, so we can turn them off for now. We're gonna keep climbing. Looking for planes, looking for planes. I don't see any planes around us with my eyes. Now, what's cool is that we can also use this trim system to help us make a climb. If we're trying to climb to 3,500 and I've got to put constant pressure on this stick to get to 3,500, my arm's gonna get real tired. But we can use a trim wheel to help set our attitude. You can set it, and then you can just turn the wheel until you get your desired airspeed. Alright, we're about to cross over into the 6,000 airspace. We see right now we're only at 2,700. Stop climbing for just a minute. Make sure that we're in the 6,000 airspace for the Bravo. I don't want to bust through Bravo on my solo cross country. That'd be bad. All right, we are now in the 6,000 airspace. Yep. All right, now we just keep on climbing to 3,500. Planes in the vicinity. There's a fire over there. Wow. All right. We are at 3,500. plane. Take the power back. 2400 RPM for cruise. Looking outside. No airplanes. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cruise. This is kind of a boring part of the flight. So just sit back and enjoy, and I'll just fast forward this stuff. Take a look through. I'll see you at the other end. Arcadia traffic, Cessna 99265 entering final runway 6. Arcadia traffic. Alright, last notch of flaps. 65 knots.
Okay, traffic 7 Alpha Bravo turning downwind 1214. Arcadia traffic, Archer 20 Mike. I'm 5 miles to the west. I'll be overflying the field at 1,500 for the teardrop left downwind for 14. Arcadia.
Field is made. A little bouncy bounce. Whew, we made it, all right. We're gonna do a full stop. Whew. It is gusty out here. Arcadia traffic, Cessna 99265, exiting runway 6 at the end of the runway. Arcadia traffic. Little aeronautical braking. Alright, that was our trip to Arcadia. We're gonna get off the runway, make sure we're clear, and we're gonna clean the airplane up. All right.